film and social response analysis. So, that is what I am working on this week, but I want to show you week 2 film analysis. This is the week 2 and film analysis I did. It's the film analysis, genre theory, and genre conventions paper. As you see, it was due to 13/2023, which wasn't too long ago. And so my author's note, which is me, the author, obviously this is going to be about A Clockwork Orange in the abstract. Genre, in my own words, is placing films in a category that represents what the story is about. Most people know what they like, so it is important to have a genre so people will know how to choose a film without seeing previews. For example, if you are searching for a film to watch but do not know what to watch, and let's say you do not like horror movies, that cuts out a load of films just because they fit in the genre of horror movies. And that's basically my abstract from that. It was a good one. I ain't gonna lie, it was a good one. I like a lot of these. One thing about school is study. You have to study every day. And it's hard to know when not to study. So this is what my textbook. All of our textbooks are ebooks, but as you know, ebooks you can actually print off, because when you buy them as an ebook, you basically buy rights as to the prints. Because it's pretty much copy and coded. This is a textbook. Who's gonna really steal this? So right now, I am on this one right here. Yeah. I enjoy this book. It's actually being a really good book, believe it or not. Just my little folder I can put extras in. Since I can't fit no more in this. Most of my binders are pretty stacked on top of each other. There's no way I can put any more paper in this. But I like it. I like the fact that if you see right here, that this part is on this part instead of that. Because when I get these binders, that this is on that part, I rip these edges so bad. And as you can tell, I'm already ripping them because I use it so much. But that is a key thing in when looking for these binders. Another thing to do is whenever you study, to have like your work area kind of spacious and set up. You don't want to overcrowd yourself or anything like that. You want to be sure you give yourself plenty of room to work with. I do know that having so many reference books like I do, it's a lot of pounds to load. I need to exercise more, and I will eventually. But I'm going to put this video on pause, and so I can get my resources out. Okay, so these are my resources. This is my course map. So this is basically a course learning outline. Seeing which weeks you're on and which, depending on what week you are, like I'm on that one right there, the outline. So I have to make sure that I evaluate the relationship between the story and plot of a film. You know, certain stuff like this. This is actually the part I'm on right now in my book because I'm having to read chapter 4 and 7. So right now I'm on that part, and these are all my little fun, little action words that stand out to me when reading this. You see, I already have 5 pages, but I mean, the font's pretty big because I like to be able to see my stuff. So it's chapter 7, sound and film. And, so there's 3 categories of sound, and it's dialogue, sound effects, and music. So I find little stuff like that entertaining. There was such a thing as silent films when films didn't have no music. So what places theaters used to do is hire a live band to go on during the silent film, and that was known as the silence era. So that whole history era was silent films. And that period was from 1893 until 1930. And, even commercial movies did not include recorded sound. So it's music scores, and music scores were like these big signs that they used to hold up, trying to kind of explaining it a little bit of what's going on in the movie. Because in silent films, you had to really look at them in order to get you. You couldn't just walk and get some popcorn. You had to sit there throughout the whole thing, because if you missed one part, you would not understand how the next part came. So sometimes it was limited to sound effects performed live in the theater at each showing. So, someone hits their head, they'd have a sound effect for that. Or someone hits someone else, they'll have a sound effect for that. Someone throwing a bowl, have a sound effect. Sometimes make up their own, the audience, the difference is they make up their own dialogue and own interpretation of the film. So I'm on this one. So I'm on silent film. I have a quiz coming up on chapters 4 and 7, and every assignment I'm doing requires me to read chapters 4 and 7. So that's what I'm doing right now, because this one actually ain't due until next Sunday. So, this coming up Sunday. So what is this? Okay. So, what I'm having to do on this one is a quiz. So, this is due day 6, which is Sunday. This coming up Sunday. And I have to read chapters 4 and 7. I haven't read chapter 4, but I went ahead and skipped chapter 7 because 4 looks so familiar for some reason. So, This quiz contains 15 multiple choice questions and it's worth 4% of your grade. So, it gives you enough time. It gives you 1 hour to complete the quiz, but it must be taken that one sitting. So you can't stop 30 minutes in and pause it or nothing like that. But you do have 3 attempts to make 100 on this quiz, and I think that's really easy. But I'm going to start studying, and I will get you the first outline I come up with. I got my favorite pen. I don't know what it is about this Sharpie S Gel or Sharpie Gel 0.7 pen, but I love this pen. I took it from my husband, but I'm showing you how I keep up with what is due today and just everything essentials. I love, love, love this journal. It has a little pocket so you can hold important papers and envelopes or whatever you need. And I love these little tabs on the side because it makes it real easy to get to where you want. And also it comes with the page full of stickers letting you know, urgent, to-do list, money, like a bill coming up, urgent, like doctor's appointment. Comes with also like a little pull-out bookmark. You can actually take this out and move it. And it also comes with a pull-out. It's actually over there at my desk, but it's a pull-out little book ruler and sticky note. So this is where I have all my assignments pretty much wrote down. I always write completed whenever I complete stuff. Just know that it is done. Yes, I'm a southpaw. But so we are on, what is it? I want to say it's the 20th. I've done all this. So I'm just going to get caught up. I have like 4 calendars. So I got the one that I could print off from the school that has all this on. And that's where I get all this information from. But I also have this one. This is my personal carry-on one. And I have one of those big gigantic ones you sit on your desk, like what you see like a lot of teachers have, or just business owners, or it's pretty huge. So I usually go off that or the calendar I have printed off from the from the actual school. So this is the assignment I am on now, and it is this one. So this is today. As you can see, I have all this stuff completed all the way up. So I'm pretty much a week ahead. That's what I am right now. Almost, because I still got the quiz. But once I read my books, I'll be able to do my quiz. But, so now that I got my journal caught up. Well, that ain't really a journal. It's more an agenda. These are the papers that I have outlined. This is what I'm going off of. This, I need to be able, my first thing I'm going to work on is creating a introduction. So basically, a thesis statement. So I'm going to have to figure out how to write a thesis statement, which is fun. I love these little plastics because they keep everything all nice and neat and organized. So I'm going to get my handy dandy notebook and my little cool mouse, and then I am going to open up this because this is what I'm going off of. This is my template. So, this is a thesis generators. Central and click. So, let's see if I can do this. I moved my mouse with one hand. And I did. I'm getting really good at this. Skip verification. That's good. It's my school. I love this laptop. It's actually an HP laptop, and I could have got a Apple product, but there's just so much with Apple products. It's a little dirty. I need to clean it, but I love it. It's red. It's a form of my favorite color. My favorite color, as you can tell, is pink. This is what I used for my tarot readings. Of course, it's, got all the 12 layers. I love it. Alrighty, so back on this. This is a thesis generator that really helps me with coming up with the thesis. It's actually lets us use it through our school. So it's part of our school writing center webpage. And I'm going to have to see what the overall point of this paper is, to be able to get my thesis statement. So, state your topic. Your topic is the essential idea of your paper. It is usually a few words or a phrase that summarizes the subject of your paper. For your thesis, try to make your topic as specific as possible. So, going back over here to my outline. Let's see what this is. Reflect. Think back to the film you chose in your week 2 and 3 written assignments, which was A Clockwork Orange. So basically, this is pretty much yeah. So I need to come up with some type of thesis statement dealing with the specific elements of A Clockwork Orange and what does it have to say about society. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up my Google. I love my Google. Google really comes in handy whenever you're really trying to... Oops, sorry for my fingers. When you're really trying to do this. So, what I'm going to type in is elements of a clockwork orange and what it has to say about society. So, let's see the options it gives us now. A clockwork theme. Order in society versus freedom of choice. I like that. I'm going to write it down for a reference. So, what we're going to write is order in society versus freedom of choice. And that just might be my number one go-getter. So, order in society versus freedom of choice. Because everybody knows A Clockwork Orange has a lot to do with the government. And that's the hidden message, pretty much, of A Clockwork Orange. What does A Clockwork Orange have to say about society? The state is willing to protect society by taking away freedom and choice and replace it with prescribed good behavior. So that's another statement.